Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host Maddox, and today we're going to look at Jumanji 3. No, I'm playing. We're going to look at a crazy video of a bunch of out of control teenagers fighting cops. It's totally out of hand. And you have people online defending these teens attacking cops just because they're cops. Like John Kennedy said, the next time you get in trouble, don't call the police. Call a crackhead.
Look, if you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
That's how I'm starting to feel right now, man. Because it's totally out of line. And I think in this clip right here, what I'm about to show you, all these teens that's involved should face the consequences and be arrested. Look at that. Look. Look. She said, "Why are you touching her?" That's a grown woman. She said, "I'm a fighter." Now we see who's teaching the youth violence. That's her. Did she say that's her daughter? Arrest her ass too. Arrest her. Arrest her. Look. This is insane. This is why you need fathers in these kids' lives, man. The mother, I'm gonna call her the mother because she said her daughter was involved in this case, but the mother is a big influence on how these kids acting like hyenas. Y'all are all assaulting officers while y'all literally invading their space when they're trying to do their job. You come over there, don't touch them. Listen, y'all, here's a prime example of how mothers teach their children not to respect authority. Prime example, right here in your face. While you're telling the officers, "That's my daughter," or "Don't you do this," get off them. Don't touch them. You can do anything. You can't discipline or you can't do your job, officer, while arresting my daughter. You can't do your job. Now, guess what happens? This daughter sees that mommy's on my side. She's okaying me not to respect authority. So now, guess what happens? I'm going to be a Dennis the Menace to the community because mama said so. These teens are totally out of line. And the cops have The cops in this case had extreme patience because technically they should have maced everybody in that area or pepper sprayed everyone in that area because the level of violence that was happening towards them, it would have been justified. Now let me ask the Carmelo. I'm gonna bring this up again because it makes sense. Follow what I'm about to say. For everybody who support Carmelo Anthony, the kid who stabbed Austin Metcalf, R.I.P. to Austin Metcalf, would it have gave the right to use deadly force by pulling out a pistol on these teens because the teen initially touched them from the beginning or grabbed her hair? Would that have gave the cop justified reasons to unalive these teens? My answer will be no. If you just touch them or grab the hair, no, right? You could have used force while slamming them on the floor, pepper sprayed, or even a baton in their legs. Psh, 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 psh. Right? So we're not going to justify the cops using deadly force. Thank God they did it. Then we can't justify Carmelo Anthony using deadly force in that case. That's all I want to bring it up to make people understand, to make it make sense. And I want to hear, oh, because they got more authority. No, the law covers civilians and officers the same exact way in self-defense claims. But back to the original story. These teens should face the highest level possible. In this case, so teens faces 5 months, give them 5 months max. If the teens faces 2 months, give them 2 months max, or whatever that's going to be. If the teens faces a year of community service, give them a year of community service. We gotta start teaching these kids that it's not okay to attack officers, man. Because we would want the same thing if the cop was out of line doing what they did. We would want the cops to face the fullest length of whatever that crime may be for the officer. We want that cop to feel the fullest max to the extent of the law. So I do think that this should happen to these teens. Sometimes slap on the wrist is acceptable. All right, it's cool. Maybe a touch on the officer's hand, like, get off me, officer. I mean, all right, let the person go. That's petty. But when you start swinging on officers and you grabbing their hair, you're crossing the line way too much. And then maybe you should also give the mother time, too, for the mother that's coming in encouraging bullshit. I'm going to show you another clip of teens wilding out in the McDonald's. We'll be right back after these messages.
Kenya, my own Kenya, making you look pretty makes me feel pretty too.
Meet New Kenya with hair so beautiful you can style it just like your own.
Wow, beautiful. Curly hair is great, magic lotion makes it straight. Braid it, ooh, beat it, she looks like me.
I love Kenya's hair.
Making Kenya pretty makes me feel pretty too.
Kenya comes with magic lotion and everything you need to style her hair new from Tyco.
Okay, we're back. I don't know what started this McDonald's issue, but I know these teens was wilding out in McDonald's. And it appears that maybe some teens work there or they just going to get some food. Now I understand why a lot of McDonald's are saying they having. Now I understand why a lot of McDonald's are having age restrictions to enter the McDonald's, or even in some places they got glass windows protecting the employees from the customer. I see why. And guess what? It's our fault. Now let's take a look at this video of this teen wilding out at McDonald's. Let's take a look. What the fuck? She threw a whole thing of hot fries. It could be cold, but we're gonna go with hot. A whole thing of fries at somebody.
She just walked in that bitch and did that. Bro, I just want my friend. I'm not confident.
She's behind the counter.
Bring the knife and shit. Fuck. Fuck. Don't be fucked up. Don't be fucked up.
And I thought females can't be violent. It starts from young. A bunch of teens, man. This is sad, man. This is sad, man.
Get the fuck out of my face. This is a bunch of bitches. To be honest, what this nigga trying to fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
Nigga trying to fake drag.
You do fresh fries, bro. Nigga want to slice the bag. So
Look at this. Look at this.
Fuck my fucking face. Fuck my fucking face.
She took her shoes off, by the way. So that means probably she works there and she's behind the counter preparing to fight while bringing more dangers to the employees that work at McDonald's while destroying property.
Don't my dog shit now. Don't my dog shit now. Fuck.
This is crazy to me. Nah, this is crazy to y'all. Once again, these cannot be the kids Whitney Houston was talking about when she said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. This can't be these children, man. And instead of us and our black communities holding our children accountable the correct way, we're going to blame some type of system. They'll figure out a way to blame McDonald's. You see, McDonald's? It's y'all fault. Because if y'all wasn't making fries, she wouldn't be able to grab hot fries and throw it. You see? Y'all wasn't supposed to be making cotton candy at that position. What? It's McDonald's. I understand it. But if y'all didn't give her a job, you see, she wouldn't have been there and been able to go behind the register, behind the counter, and, do what she did. Because if she wasn't working there, then she couldn't have brought the drama at the place. That's what people would say to try to justify and deflect from holding these people accountable. The same way that Dominique Alexander guy did with Carmelo Anthony. Well, if the school should never had the track meet when it was raining a little bit, and they shouldn't did that because the school's supposed to cancel it. And how about Carmelo Anthony shouldn't have brought a knife? In this case, if they didn't hire teenage students or teenagers' kids, how you want to look at it, they're still kids, or teenagers, or McDonald's racist, they don't want to hire black little girls and boys. They're racist. What it is, because they're black? I can make this shit up. Commercial break, commercial break, commercial break.
Hey now kids, come gather around. See what just skipped into town. So skip it. Do run, do jump, do hop, hop. Skip it. Skipping and a screaming and a bop, to bop. But the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. So try to beat your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more. Skip it. Come on everybody, skip it. Roaring good fun from Tiger Toys.
Now that we're done with the commercial breaks, God bless and good night.